No, no, no. Enough is enough, y'all. I'm sick of watching these younger artists take slick shots at the legends who paved the way. Jermaine Lamar Cole, please step to the front of the congregation. Because this response, oh, it's nasty work. And hold up, I've got smoke for some of y'all too, who told me last week, chill, this is just a rollout. It's promo between Cameron and J. Cole. A rollout? That's what we're calling it? After Cam literally came out and laid out the full story, the details, the receipts, and why he decided to file a lawsuit against J. Cole last week?
J. Cole are cool or was cool. This is exactly what happened. Being a man is keeping your word. And I know everybody's busy and everybody has things to do. But if I give you my word 4 or 5 times, I got to do it. So on his first project he did, I did an intro for him. I did the record for him for his intro. I told him I may need a verse whenever I get a project done. He said, cool. He had another project. I did a record in 20 minutes. I knocked that shit out and went off about my business. I need a verse. I'm exaggerating, but he's like the shock rain right now. And, the moon got aligned with the stars. And, when I write, I put my all into it. Okay, let's put your all into it then. You know what I'm saying?
Give me that verse.
He called me twice to do something, and I did it. One day you have 48 hours to do it. Then I knocked the other thing out as soon as I came to New York, because you ain't want to send me a record, you want to be in the studio with me. I knocked it out. Cool, you don't give me the record. Then I say, you know what, forget the record. Let's do an interview. Bet I got you. I got all the texts, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, you can't keep telling me this, because now when I'm big, I said, listen, I need your word, bro. You already gave me your word 3, 4 times. I need your word. When are you going to do this interview? Yo, we not pushing it back. I promise you we not pushing back. June. We back a full year, back to June. I said, are you sure? I don't care about if the album comes out, not coming out, beef, everything. Are you sure? Cam, you got my word. Bet. Now I'm starting to do all these, other shows I got going on, deals I got lined up on the table, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm out polying deals. And like I said, that's why I say you don't count no money till it's in your pocket, which it didn't matter anyway. But when I'm polying these deals, J. Cole doesn't do a lot of interviews. I'm saying I'm gonna have J. Cole interview for you in June. They're like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, nah, I'm dead serious. I'm like, when I'm talking, working out deals for all my other shows, get the fuck out of here. All right, bet. Cool. Now I'm polying deals off of what you told me, which, you shouldn't do that anyway. That's not a tangible business. But if I did 2 favors for you, then you gave me your word 4 times, I'm assuming on the 5th time, you got it.
And that's way past due.
You said rain, sleet, snow, this time you dead serious. June come, and then I say, yo, what's up? He say, yo, bro, I'm gonna have to keep it real with you. I can't do it. I don't know when the album gonna be done. And I say, I can't promise you a date, but I can do the date. I don't want to keep telling you I'm gonna do it and don't do it, this, that, and the third. So I'm gonna just have to say I'm gonna have to pass for now.
Some of y'all really had me believing J. Cole was about to sit down on Cameron's platform and turn this into a full circle promo moment. It got to the point where I bought into the theory. You convinced me this was chess, not checkers. Well, turns out y'all were wrong. This lawsuit Cam filed against J. Cole is heating up, and it's moving fast. While Cole's out in Washington, D.C., shaking hands, letting fans rap for him, and cruising around in that old Civic for the optics, his lawyers are in the background gearing up for war. They officially responded to Cameron's lawsuit. And listen to this. According to Cole's legal team, Cam was more than happy to appear on the song because it benefited his career. That's right. The tone of the filing basically paints Cam like a supporter who should have been grateful. In court, Cole's side accused Cam of running to the legal system just to publicly disparage him. They claim Cam not only encouraged the collaboration, but also gave his blessing because it would boost his visibility. We also got new details about this so-called handshake agreement. Cole is arguing that only after Ready 24 dropped did Cam suddenly start demanding terms that were never discussed, plus an excessive fee that allegedly doesn't match industry standards for a feature. Cole and his attorneys say there was never any promise of a return single or a podcast appearance. However, Cole does admit Cam asked him to come on the podcast. Here's where the legal wording gets really technical. According to Cole, they discussed the possibility of him pulling up, but no commitment was ever made, and there was zero agreement tying a podcast appearance to the release of Ready 24. His team insists Cam hopped on the track voluntarily, without conditions, and never objected before it went commercial. And here's the part that feels extra cold. They made it clear Cam is not and never was a joint author or co-owner of the record. Translation? Yeah, we might have talked about doing something in return, but since it wasn't in writing, I don't owe you anything. That's nasty. Handshake deals don't mean much when lawyers enter the chat. Now take a look at the actual court filing. Cole and his company, Dreamville's Court Inc., are asking the judge to deny every single claim Cam made. They want the complaint dismissed with prejudice, meaning it can't be refiled. They're also asking the court to officially declare that Cam has zero ownership in Ready 24 and isn't entitled to accounting or equitable relief. On top of that, they want Cam denied attorney's fees, and they're requesting their own legal costs be covered to the fullest extent allowed by law. In other words, they want this whole thing thrown out and for Cam to potentially foot the bill. So yeah, we're gonna have to watch this play out. From the outside looking in, this is getting ugly for J. Cole. Is it business? Sure. Should artists protect themselves legally? Absolutely. But if you're Cameron, locked in the studio vibing, you probably never expected it to turn into this.
Feel me?
Cold world killer.
You feel me?
Know what it is, man.
That time.
Almost time.
Automatically, with J. Cole's good guy image, you would assume at some point he'd circle back and return the favor. And let's keep it real. Ready 24 didn't move the needle for Cameron's career at all. He was already thriving in the podcast space. This whole situation is just unfortunate. So, I need y'all in the comments. What do you make of Cole and his lawyers telling the judge there were zero promises made about returning any favors? Is this nasty work, or is it just business being handled the hard way? Go ahead, like the video, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.